Chatter chit chat. I'm loving it. Alright. Today we're going to be talking about representing one-step multiplication problems that have unknown numbers. Okay, so let's say Susan has a group of 3 elephants. She has a group of 3 elephants. And in total, she has a group of 3 elephants. And she has a certain number of groups of 3 elephants. And the total number of elephants she has is 12. So she has a group of 3 elephants. She has a group of 3 elephants, and she has a certain amount of groups of 3 elephants. So she could have 2 groups of 3 elephants, or a certain amount of group of 3 elephants. We don't know how many groups of elephants she has, but she has a certain amount. So we know that she has groups of elephants, and each group has 3 elephants. 1, 2, 3. We don't know how many groups she has, but in total, she has 12 elephants. So that means that 3, the amount of elephants inside the groups, multiplied by the amount of groups they have, would be equal to the total amount of elephants. We don't know how many groups she has, but we know that there is 12 elephants. She has a total of 12 elephants, and each group has 3 elephants. Now, you could solve for how many groups of elephants she has by dividing 12 by 3. And then you would get, of course, 4. Okay, let's say Jack sells $7 worth of lemonade for a certain amount of days, and after the certain amount of days, he has $47. So every day he sells $7 worth of lemonade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one group of $7. And he's been doing it for a certain amount of days. A certain amount of groups. So a certain amount of days, we don't know. But in the end, he has $47. And this is how you could represent that. 7 times the $7 a day multiplied by a certain amount of days is going to equal this 47. Okay, and let's say Kim has a group of 17 sticks and a certain amount of friends, and each one of them has 17 sticks. Now in total they have 212 or 224 sticks. So there's 17 sticks per friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you have a group of 17 sticks per each friend. And there's a certain amount of friends. We don't know how many, but there's a certain amount. So we multiply the one group of 17 by the amount of friends, because that would be the amount of groups of 17. And that equals 224 sticks. That's how you represent that one. Sounds cool.